Good day, class. How are you all doing? Today, let us talk about our modern day heroes, OFWs, or Overseas Filipino Workers. Maybe you know a relative or a friend who is working abroad. Can you share a story of them? Let us answer these questions as we proceed to the lesson. Do you know who the OFWs are? What do they do for the country? Have you heard stories about the lives of OFWs in the country where they work? Is it a success story or maybe a sad story? And do you think what the Philippine government is doing is enough for the OFWs? The Philippine government has proclaimed our millions of OFWs as the new heroes of our country. They have been acknowledged for their great contribution to the Philippine economy and the sacrifices that they have to make. All over the world, you will find Filipinos. Some have become permanent residents or citizens of the countries they live in. Many are overseas Filipino workers. These workers are classified as permanent migrants, temporary migrants, and irregular migrants. Permanent migrants include immigrants, dual citizens, or legal permanent residents abroad whose stay do not require work contracts. Overseas Filipino workers are staying in the following regions: America, Middle East, Southeast Asia, Europe, Oceania, Africa, and the remaining 4% are sea-based workers. Most Filipino migrants can be found in the United States. It is estimated that there may be 1 million undocumented Filipinos in the US. Many Filipinos have become American citizens, yet a few have held on to their Filipino citizenship while maintaining their permanent resident status in the United States. Canada is home to more than 500,000 Filipinos who are either citizens or permanent residents. BSP or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas recounts remittances sent by the OFWs, making a major contribution in helping the national economy. Meanwhile, according to NSO or National Statistics Office, now called PSA or Philippine Statistics Authority, overseas Filipino working men are around 52.2%, while overseas Filipino working women are around 47.8%. Quite a big number, huh? What are the types of work that OFWs get when they go to abroad? They become laborers and unskilled workers, service workers, plant and machine operators, trade and related workers, and some professionals are overqualified for the job they are doing abroad. The most popular countries hosting Filipino workers were Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Singapore, and Hong Kong. OFWs are Filipinos who work outside the Philippines, earn an income for themselves and their families. They are deployed worldwide, found in 224 countries and territories. They are from ages 25 and 45 years old. They are high school graduates and college degrees holders and overqualified professionals. Examples of work that they land in when they go to other countries, they become technicians, entertainers, dentists, domestic helpers, production workers, and plant and machine operators. OFWs send yearly remittances to help national economy, provide their family needs, and help their children go to school, pay rental fees, and buy consumer products like television sets and other household appliances. The amount of the remittances being contributed by the OFWs was very helpful to the Philippine economy. It is therefore important to recognize that the economic situation in the Philippines would be worse if not for the hard work of our OFWs. Former President Corazon Aquino recognized the new heroes of the Philippines. The Philippine Daily Inquirer, one of the widely read broadsheets in our country today, proclaimed that Filipino overseas workers as the Filipino of the Year. Former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo recognized the OFWs as the modern heroes of the country for their contribution toward moving up the Philippine economy. OFWs have many success stories. Many come home with exciting experiences and good memories to share with their families and friends. Many of them are able to build their own houses and pay off old debts. Still, many are able to send their siblings or children to school and buy additional pieces of land. A number are able to put up businesses. Unfortunately, there are also some OFWs with sad stories. Many of them are subjected to poor working conditions or are treated badly by their foreign employers. Some OFWs end up in jobs that do not make full use of their qualifications. For example, teachers or nurses find employment as domestic workers and helpers only. Our government has formulated several policies and services for the welfare and benefits of our OFWs. One is the POEA approved recruiting agencies, where they have private recruiting agencies and they are the ones responsible for the application of the Filipinos to work abroad and they look for employers in the other countries. Second is the DOLE services or the Department of Labor and Employment. They are responsible of promoting the well-being of the OFWs and they provide social and welfare services. They also created a wage and compensation standard which means that wages given to OFWs should comply within the range of wages approved by the DOLE and they also establish labor services in the hosting countries that will employ the Filipinos. And the last one is the Acts and Laws, which is intended to protect and empower Filipino migrant workers everywhere. They also make sure that the OFWs will be treated with respect and dignity, and they also push an anti-illegal recruitment campaign which allows citizens arrest or apprehension of illegal recruiters. The government services are all very helpful in protecting the OFWs before and during their employment. However, many OFWs still face many problems and difficulties. Illegal recruiters, changes in contract, abusive employers, political conflicts in host countries, and separation from family. There are agencies to assist the OFWs, OWA, NGOs, and the OFW unions. The Overseas Workers and Welfare Association protects and promotes the welfare and well-being of the OFWs and their dependents. This agency provides assistance to OFWs in their time of need. The NGOs or the non-governmental organization protects the rights and welfare of OFWs in distress, those who are stranded in a foreign land, maltreated, abused, or involved in any labor-related problems. There are also OFW unions or the Union of Filipino Overseas Workers whose aim is to unite overseas workers so their needs and concerns could be addressed collectively. Today, we learned about our modern day heroes, the OFWs. Did you learn something today? I hope you do. If ever you have questions, feel free to message me or leave a comment on the comment section below. Thank you so much, Grade 4, and God bless you.